Okay, 1 after 909 guitar lesson. Hope you enjoy this as much as I do. Intro. As you bend those strings, for some reason, first time around you bend at the 6th fret, although from the second time around you bend it at the 7th fret, which I guess George just messed up, but Macca will say it proves live.
Proves live, right?
And then, as you play the B7 chord the second time around, you play that little line, like that. That's it for the intro. The first verse. As you strum that B7 chord, you have to strum as sharp as you can. And then you play this little fill on E7, okay? As you do that, you have to play these lines, these high notes, and this line there, at the same time. So this is the closest I could get to. What do you think? Okay. After that, you go E7, Texas blues shuffle kind of thing. He does that. And the low F sharp, you play with your thumb and then slide up. Okay, and then you play that little fill on the turnaround. You quickly switch to the rear pickup. Okay, that's the first verse. Second verse. Okay, so as you can see, you play little fills with the pinky on the 7th note. In order for you to reach out to that note, you have to put your thumb at the bottom of the back of your neck, keeping your hands wide open. Okay, and then as you play the little fill on the E chord, the very last note on B has to be played with the entire E chord lying underneath it, because you have to strum that chord straight after. Okay, and then you play B7, open A note, a quick strum on F sharp, followed by the low F sharp note. Slide up across the fretboard, and then again you play the little fill. Okay, make sure you bend that D note with your index finger, just make it a bit more bluesy. Okay, then the first chorus. One thing to note is that the very last F sharp, instead of start strumming from the first beat, you leave it out. I suppose you play the upstroke from the second beat. Like that. Okay, and then the third verse. So you play the little dry, muted groove there. And then at the end you add that seventh note. And the same line in the second and third string. And then as you play that F sharp chord, you play the ninth this time. Okay, that's it. Okay, now the solo. Okay, so I think the key thing to note is that as you bend the string, you play the little chop there, and then here as well. It's really important that you don't miss out those little notes as they add extra groove to the song. Okay? So I'll play a bit slower this time. So that's the solo. Now the second chorus. I think one thing to note is that as you play the F sharp chord, you play the ninth again, and then you add that note as well, the sharp fifth or something like that. It essentially creates the Jimi Hendrix chord, or like the Taxman sort of chord. And then after that, George is meant to play E chord or E7th chord, but he doesn't even do that. He just plays this. And then back to B. As you move on to C sharp, he plays a quick transition chord on C. Okay, so this is how you do it. Okay, so that was the second chorus. The final verse. What he does is that only the first bar he plays the B chord at the higher position and quickly switch to the lower position from the second bar. Play the intro riff. As you strum those B7 chord, he strums really hard, muting all these strings with your palm of your hand. So let me show you. As you play the second time around of the intro riff, somehow he keep on bending upwards. So he doesn't really bring the pitch down. Okay? As you play those stops, you emphasize that the A note on the third string. Like that. Okay, so move over once. Second time you even place the note 3 times. Okay. And then after that you do, and then the quick repetition on F sharp. So that sounds to me that first time you play F sharp chord, you start from the up stroke, which the second time you start from down stroke. I don't know if you can tell the difference. The third time B7 you strum even harder from the second string. And then the low F sharp. And then you do the chokeberry thing to finish off. Celebrating the solid take with 3 chops. And that's it. Hope you find this lesson useful. Please like and subscribe. Any feedback or questions, please leave them in the comment section below. I'll try to get back to you as soon as I can. I'll see you next time.